All right, so I have my animation here completed, and that's what I'm going to have happen right there. I've got a couple different animation, a couple different tweens happening. I've brought in a logo, and I'm ready to export this as a movie file. So we've got some experience exporting as a GIF, but this one I want to be a movie file. And to test it out before you actually export it. Hit the play button up here, and you should have a different background color. You got your animation happening, and that's exactly what should show in that preview. It gives you a good example of what it should be in a movie. And so now that that's done, I'm going to go to File, Export. I'm going to export video media. And all of this should be the same size, 1920 by 1080. Should be the size of your document here that we created. H.264, and I want to make sure that the span is the entire movie. H.264 is the format, so make sure that you choose that from the drop down if it's not already chosen. Preset YouTube 1080p Full HD, and so select that box and scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see YouTube 1080p Full HD. Output, you want to make sure you're saving this in a safe place, and this should go, this particular one I'm going to put in my digital media, and I'm going to put it in Animate, and I'm going to find my motion graphics folder, and Fulton motion graphic is fine. I'm going to call this, because this is going to be the file that you turn in, I'm going to call this final motion graphic, and I'm going to save this, and I'm going to export. I have this selected right here, Start Adobe Media Encoder, Render Queue immediately, and hit export. And it's going to open up another program, and it's opening it on another window here, but I'll show this in a second. It might take a minute because it's putting all these frames and animations together. And so when creating a video file, it's going to take all the animation that you did, and it's going to put it into a movie. So let's see what happens here. It's going to take a minute or so. So now it shows up, shows preview. It's kind of laggy, but that's okay. We're going to give it some time to export. All right, so now it's done. It took a minute or so, and I know it's done because it says it's done, and it shows a green check right here. So output file is located here. So this is where you're going to find that file you just saved. I can click on it, and it will take me directly to it. And what I'm looking for is Fulton Final Motion Graphic, which is right here. So if I select that, it'll play my video file that I just saved, and there we go. And it'll keep playing over and over again. Now, if yours does not show like this, you can right click on it, and you can tell it to open with and choose VLC Media Player. So check that out. And if it doesn't show that, you can choose another app and choose VLC Media Player there. So that is how to get this playing, how you can animate and export your movie file, and that is pretty much it. That'll be the project file that you turn in your video file that you turn in, and you'll also turn in your project file, which is going to be an AN or animate file. And this is my Fulton motion graphic file. So that is what two things that you're going to turn in for this project. And we'll see you next time.